Welcome, adventurers from this plane and beyond, to Camaraderie and Shenanigans.
And Shaflanafram.
And Shaflanafram. Sorry, we're a little late. I'm downloading new music, and we're trying to get our shit together.
Sound like the speaker isn't even on.
The speaker is on.
Is it?
It's just not playing any music because I'm downloading music.
Pump it.
If I'm downloading the music, I cannot play the music. Welcome. We're so glad you could join us. You may notice someone is missing at the table. Daniel will be running a little late today.
Daniel.
As he has life engagements that he has to
He'll probably show up,
jump
though.
into.
Unlike some
He
people.
will be here. Well, I don't know.
Will he?
Maybe we'll get a text. Lauren's back! Yay! She's not intoxicated via mushrooms anymore in the game.
Hello, Rat Packs? Noobs! We are not the Rat Pack.
We absolutely are.
Back.
The Rat Pack's back again. Anyways, what are you singing?
There's no music, so I'm making music.
Gotcha. I totally understand. Well, let me stop that noise with this noise.
Fey music.
Well, not right now. We're not in the
Are you
Fey.
singing Smile?
We're prepping before.
We're always
If
in
it
the
wasn't,
Fey.
then I will. Alright, now let's go music.
Always in the Fey.
Alrighty, I would like all of you to please sit back, relax, grab a snack, and get ready for camaraderie and shenanigans. We're gonna be running.
There we're back. We're back.
Oh, hi! We're gonna run music I've
We
never
need a
tested
longer
yet.
intro.
We're working on it, okay?
Oh, there's no
all
slurs in
good
this
things
music.
in time.
The chaos.
The chaos?
The chaos.
Yes.
Gotta love the chaos.
It's a 5th level spell. It's great.
Chaos.
Primordial chaos.
Okay.
Everybody just starts making out. Everyone just like you snap your fingers.
If
Everyone's
you don't
in leather.
make out, you take 5d10 seconds.
Previously. On, I don't know, the Rat Pack? No, the Obsidian Winds.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you. The team had reconvened in the city of Auburn, the central town where the Autumn Court is located. Reconvening, you talked Heather a bit off the ledge of taking Rangoon away and immediately putting her in prison. And spent the evening reacquainting yourselves with the tales of what has
Each other's
transpired
bodies.
with each other's bodies during the primordial chaos. Um,
That joke's not going away tonight.
no, it's not.
Maybe when Daniel gets here.
No, we'll rope him in. Rangoon, being hit a little harder than expected by the mushrooms, was down and out for an evening, and the rest of the party kind of got reacquainted with Kylus after his year of being away, his time in war, and what happened to his fucking arm.
Not your fucking arm.
Not my fucking
My arm
arm.
for fucking...
It's my non-dominant arm, don't worry.
Oh, good.
I hate this. You spent some time getting acquainted with the rest of your extended family on the professor's side, or on your mother's side, really.
I've yet to meet Grandpappy.
I thought you did.
No, you did momentarily.
Yeah,
In the
we-
morning when he came to claim
We didn't have a full chat, though.
Rangoon, yeah, you got to meet him for a second, and he got to suddenly realize who you were, and was given no time to process
And
it.
then he put me in handcuffs like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like a badge.
Yeah. You were chained up, walked away, and brought to your prison holdings for your potential trial. The rest of you made your way up to the center of the court, where conversation started unfolding of what to do next now that the Winter Court had officially made their way into Autumn territory, having made an official strike. Some opted for neutrality, creating some more distance as they've done in the past. Some opted for brash and assertive nature, while others presented the conversation topic of solving what lies have been placed upon the Summer and the Winter Court. The conversation of a lord and princess who seem to have absconded away with each other, being lied about by saying that that opposing courts took the other one. Maybe this conflict could be resolved without excessive bloodshed. Whether or not you guys want to do that or not is
Define
entirely
excessive.
up to you.
Yeah.
War. What
Define
is it good
excessive.
for?
Having fun in D&D.
Primordial chaos.
Define excessive.
Except, I suppose that's to the individual.
Yeah, it's kind of like necessary if you think about it.
Is it
You just got out of a war.
And now I crave violence.
Oh, but I do it anyway because it's terrible. I like the taste.
What are we playing?
Dodgeball.
Dodge wrench, dodgeball.
Kylus, taking this opportunity to secure Rangwin and Nalana's freedom, if be a little temporary at the moment, striking a deal with Heather, the Queen, or the Lady of Autumn, as she goes by. Striking a deal that he would indeed bring these two absconded, Princess and Lord, to the Autumn Court to be dealt with.
No time frame.
With currently no time frame.
And he's gonna retcon that real quick.
They live for a long time. They can cash that in whenever they want to. In exchange, Rangwin and Nalana were allowed to leave and assist in this endeavor. She agreed, and a pact was struck, creating the tattoo across your chest and her a matching one as well.
Is it on her titties?
You don't know.
I'll find out.
It's like upper titties.
Okay. I don't want to say no because then you'll try really hard.
No, I haven't fucked
Rangwin
anything,
gets out of prison.
okay?
Let me see.
Let me see them titties. Prison changes a man.
Mm-hmm.
You just like fully transform yourself into. Never mind. Those of you who wish to leave were released. The professor stayed behind to watch the sentencing of Mavi Dorn. Having no one speak up for her character, she was sentenced to banishment, as a flock of crows swarmed around her and took her off to the Deadland Bogs, where most people...
Excuse me. A murder of crows.
A murder of crows. Thank you very much.
Murder crows.
Professor's not here. so-
Murder, crows, murder. Taking her to the Deadland Bogs, where no one has ever left from.
Until us.
Why are you going to
I don't know.
Save my sister.
It just feels like a plot hook. So I kind of want to go.
Ooh, yeah, I mean, go ahead. I love that idea.
That's where the spring court is, right? Let's go.
Tensions being high, the Lady of Autumn stepped forward, issuing that a bit of a celebration for tonight should be had. Something to send off the heroes. With
Good.
Will you calm down?
he was summoned on heroes.
I attack.
What, you're attacking the recap?
I attacked the recap.
Oh no!
I'm changing the story.
Changing the story. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel! And... I mean, what'd you expect?
Yay!
The joke for tonight is primordial chaos.
No, yours.
Your word is
Natural.
Your word is
chaos.
you
it
use
is
it in
at
a
that
sentence?
point that we return
could I?
back to the setting. So we'll come back to... Oh, and actually I believe you and Frognan. You being Kylus, for those who are listening.
I am Kylus.
Kylus and Frognan. We're having a chat, and
You have similar
Kylus
hair.
kind of catching up with Frognan and telling a bit about some concerns he's having of his time away.
The power welling up inside
power
of his
welling up
balls.
inside.
Yeah, that's wrecking my power.
So anyways, we're meeting this bear
You two are
dude.
currently no longer together. As you went upstairs, you were looking for photos of Professor when he was young.
No, you're looking for weapons.
Weapons. And Kylus had turned away. Rengwin, you are down here as well as well as with Nalana. But real quick, we're gonna snap cut. Flashback.
To a break.
We'll be right back. We're going backwards in
Great
time
episode, everyone.
for a bit. Back into that massive oak where the court resides, into its trunk, off to the side, where Nalana and Rengwin are not sharing a cell, but are nearby in adjoined cells, with bars of wood separating you two. You find yourself shackled, unable to teleport in any capacity, and your equipment has also been taken away from you. Nalana, sitting there, as you are brought in by, I almost called him Daniel, the professor's father.
Daniel's dad.
By Daniel's
God,
dad.
no, you don't want that.
Your cell is open. You are gently laid in. These are not brutes or ruffians, and this individual does know or has an idea of your relationship to this group, and specifically to his son.
Are you saying my dad knows how to treat her right?
Get it right, get it
The chaos continues.
That's pretty straight.
Depends on what I look like.
Yeah.
Fair.
When you can be anyone, it's chaos.
Right, what can make anyone chaos?
So I can see Nalana in the other cell. Like, where is she in relation to me?
She's probably no more. The beams themselves of wood are probably about 3.5, 4 feet thick, but they're separated apart probably by 2 inches or so. You can see through them, but it's not the easiest look. But you know Nalana's over there.
How do I know? Because I can smell her? Because I can...
Sure,
See her?
you can smell her and see her.
I can see her.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's tough, but she's heavily obscured. Let's say that.
Heavily obscured?
Heavily obscured.
All right. I'll look through the wood because I smell something familiar. I'm determined. Nalana?
Hi, Ranglin.
Why are you in here?
I was told I was going to be speaking at your trial.
Okay. What were you planning to say?
I wasn't planning to say anything. I'm not in here of my free will.
But why would they just what? Because we're friends?
I doubt that. If that was the case, I imagine your other friends would be down here.
What did you
They've known you longer than I have.
What did you say to them?
I couldn't say anything.
Well, you've had to say something, Nalana, to end up in here.
I think... No, I didn't...
Who captured you? Why? When? Where were you?
The owl guy, the tall owl guy.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
You saw him momentarily when Heather and...
I know who you're
proverbial
referring to,
army
but I don't know that guy.
approached. But yeah, you don't know his name, you don't know him personally or anything, but you do know who she's talking about. Who? Sorry.
Well, are you fully... Did they shackle you?
She jostles her chains.
Where's Blaze?
Blade.
Blade.
The blazing blade.
It's going well.
Maybe someday.
Do they have him too?
Shh.
Oh, sorry.
Can you speak into my head?
Oh. Yeah. Okay. And then Is this better?
When sharing secretive information like this, yeah.
Okay, so they don't
know I
have him.
They don't know I have an ally outside of here who adheres to my beck and call constantly.
Do you have contact with him?
I can sense his direction. He's staying outside of the city.
Shit.
I think he's nervous to come back.
Well, can you get him back here? I mean, he's gonna have to bust us out.
I don't know if he's busting anyone out of here. I mean, yes, he's a strong dragon, but we're dealing with the Fae. If
Fae
anything, maybe
schmay.
he can sneak a key to us or something.
Well,
I don't know, do keys open wooden cells? I've never been trapped inside of a tree before.
Well, neither have I, Nalana.
I don't know, you're Fae. I don't know what your experience has been like out here.
Well, I haven't spent a lot of time in this particular area.
I don't know, you've told me multiple times how you've been captured.
Yeah, and it's
You met your
getting
whole
fucking
party in
annoying.
prison.
Yeah, so you can maybe imagine why I don't want to spend any more time in one. We got to come up with a plan.
Okay. It's gonna take me some time to watch the patterns of the guards. I don't know how long we're gonna be down here. It sounds like your trial's happening today.
Yeah, I know. That's why we need to be out of here yesterday.
Okay, so while you're coming up with problems, how about also think of a solution? I don't know. I don't have the key. I haven't been casing this place. I was brought in here this morning.
Yeah, and I'm still a little confused as to why they're so interested in you.
You and me both.
Damn. This is sassy as shit.
This is all
yelling
just
at each
shouting
other
in the
in our
mic.
rich-
It's a lot of like really intense
silently
stares.
yelling.
It's like two sisters fighting.
Almost. Weird.
Weird. Imagine that.
Oh,
Oh, dude.
Look, I'm just a little
okay, chat.
I hate all of this.
stressed out. Really don't like being imprisoned.
I think most people don't like being in prison.
I especially don't like it, Nalana.
Okay, fair. That's fair. That's very fair.
So what are we gonna do? We're gonna work on this together.
Yeah, but we're gonna have to be patient, which doesn't seem like your strong suit in prison.
Wow. Low blow, Nalana.
Matt, I said the truth. Whatever.
You know, I brought you here with us in the hopes of, I don't know, maybe figuring out if we can... You know what? Never mind.
I was supposed to help guide you, but some dude named Chet showed up to fill that position.
Well, you guys just walked through the fucking woods, leaving me behind with that asshole.
We didn't do it on purpose. We thought you were going to be behind us.
Well, okay, that part was not necessarily your fault, but
Not necessarily, not entirely, not our fault.
did any of you come looking for me?
We couldn't go back.
Do you know how much time I spent in the woods
Nope.
alone?
Time is really relative out here.
Alana,
God, you know how to press my buttons, and no one has been like that.
you're welcome.
That was not a compliment.
Nalana, I don't really want to go up there and have to talk about whatever it is they want to talk about.
What did you do?
I don't see how that's relevant.
She says that out loud.
I beg your fucking pardon.
It's just silence and she goes,
She's coming. She's choking. Disgusting.
Bad shit, Nalana, okay? Not good, very bad, uncool things, all right? That I'm not proud of, that I don't want to talk about. I don't know why you're doing this.
I'm not doing anything. I'm supposed to testify.
You're supposed to support me. You're supposed to help me get out of
And
here.
it helps me to do that if I know what I'm fighting against. What are you accused of?
How does that
There's
help?
the vibe.
I was like, why are we so orange?
Were we orange?
Yeah.
I like being orange.
You can see my sunburn. Didn't like it.
Contrasting scenarios, Rangwin. If you're accused of murder, let me talk about how many people you've saved.
You
if
think
you're accused
I
of
murdered someone?
I've seen you kill people. Bad people, but I've seen you kill them.
Oh. Okay. It's a fair point.
And I think depending on what side of that fight you're on, people would consider it murder.
Some people, yeah, but it's a perspective.
Well, currently, these people think you're going to be a murderer.
How do you know that?
I don't. I'm just saying. You have said you've done bad things. Murder's a bad thing.
It depends on who gets murdered.
Okay, who'd you murder?
I'm not saying that I murdered anyone.
You're not saying you haven't murdered someone either.
Alana, if you weren't... Can we focus on the problem at hand? Please, can we gather ourselves? Can we talk to each other like two adults?
God, you're deflecting.
Yeah, I killed people. And yeah, I am not proud of it.
Anybody out here?
I don't know.
Okay. I believe that. Is it a memory thing or just the nature of the work you were doing?
I was brought here at one point, many years ago. But I didn't see who they were. They were hooded.
Like an execution?
Yes,
Fuck.
it was my final test.
Gotcha.
And not one that I could fail and then live to talk about.
You were coerced. You were threatened then.
Yeah, sure.
No, you were. If there's anyone who's reasonable on that council, at any capacity, you can convince some of them. You just need to get someone who can speak up for you. I can be part of that, but they don't really give a shit about me. They just want to know if I've got any facts.
It's just hard to convince people of something you don't believe yourself.
You better start fucking believing in yourself and the things that you've done, because you don't have a lot of friends up there.
Fuck. So, what? We're just gonna go up there and say, oh, yeah, I know she murdered your friends, but now she's cool.
Maybe not in that tone, but something like that, yeah. And maybe with more eloquently chosen words.
Great. Good plan, Alana.
We need to do something. You're gonna have to go through this trial. I don't see how I'm getting us out of here today. I don't see how... do you see a way to get us out of here today?
Not in any way that doesn't end in more people dead.
So until we find a way, we should assume that we're going through with what they have planned today. At that point, guards come walking in with Frognan and Kylas. Your gates just open up. He's like, all right, come on out. You're free to go.
It's like the scene from SpongeBob. Can't do the crime, don't do the time. I'm happy now.
Nalana kind of sits there a little flabbergasted.
They let us both out?
Both of your gates open up. And she just like looks at you like,
Frognan and I are right there.
yeah.
You're welcome.
Finger guns.
Turns out you have some good friends up there.
I guess I really do. And then I go and give Frognan a little noogie.
Your chains and shackles are taken off of your ankles and wrists. Nalana as well. She's freed.
It's good to see you, Frognan.
All of your possessions are given back to you.
Although I'm sure this was your doing.
No, it's all Mr. Nand.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't believe him.
Oh.
I'm a lying liar who lies. Come on.
Could I not have been the one that got him out?
Don't believe him.
That's rude.
He's a lying liar.
No enhanced ability for you.
How much magic have you burned through today?
Little.
Yeah, so you didn't do it.
I could have.
I never said that wasn't the
Hey,
case.
let's get the fuck out of here before they change
That's
their
true.
minds.
We should leave.
True.
Wait. Oh, how did you do this?
Don't worry about the details.
If you have learned anything today, is that I'm so detail oriented.
Can you please just tell her?
It's written on my chest.
Oh, fuck.
Looks like two ladies. Oh, you fucking
Kylas.
idiot.
What?
And then we both just like walk off.
Milkshakes.
Amazing.
No one gave me the
Rushing.
rules. I wasn't there for that
Rushing.
breakdown.
That's true. Rushing back to the moment you are. This four find themselves in the professor's home, packing things up and getting ready for your trips. Yeah, if there's anything you guys would like to do. You're now brought back to the present. Nalana is kind of just like tending to her bow, making sure everything looks prim and proper.
I'm guessing they filled us in on... Well, they don't know about Mavi, right? Nobody knows what's going on with Mavi
Well,
but him,
except
is
for
that
him,
right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because you guys left after that and I
Yeah.
stayed to do
Yeah.
that.
But did they fill us in on the, like, what we're supposed to do next, like, with the princess and the
Yeah.
lord? Okay.
That's yeah. I mean, that's up to you guys
Yeah.
how much you want to divulge there.
Question also. Was it like a bowl I saw the shadow thing in? What was it?
Yeah, it was like a pot that was holding water.
Okay. Yeah, if everyone's gathering, Kairos is just kind of moving a pot around, like...
Okay. Just Nalana's probably
Everyone comes
outside.
in, he just, like, dumps it out.
Yeah, Nalana's probably outside at the moment.
So we gotta meet up with this bear dude at midnight tonight?
Bear dude?
Yeah. Wasn't he gonna show us how to do the shadow travel?
Oh, right, Vander. Yes.
Yeah, the bear dude.
Yeah. I think we have a party to attend first.
I'm not going to a fucking party with a bunch of
What?
people who want me dead.
I mean,
That's
what
the
better
best
way
people
to
to
shove
party
it in their
with.
face?
Oh, wow.
Look at me! Look at my freedom! Go.
Oh, great. Yeah, and then I'll be exactly who they think I am.
Well, the party you could prove them wrong.
By what? You know I can't be demure.
Could be cutesy at least.
I mean, maybe you should try being more like Kairos. He's not demure, but people seem to like him.
Yeah, everybody likes me. Famously.
See, now that's not typically true, but also, you seem very different.
Isn't he hot now?
Way hotter. I got a lot more muscle now.
I like how you flex the missing arm.
Got a lot more muscle now.
Did you just take the muzzle from that arm?
Yeah.
I just like the
Yes.
just like
Yeah. That's what it is, right? Or is it the tattoos?
Dare I
the
say
eyes?
there's a maturity.
That can't be right.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. That's silly.
I'm going outside
Okay, to go to the party?
to talk to Nalana.
it's still like 12 o'clock
Oh my
In the
God.
afternoon?
in the
Noon?
afternoon. This you guys were taken in the morning.
Is this day dragon to anyone else?
Yeah. you guys probably did all the council meeting
You have to drink, you
conversation
said
trial. Or not the trial. Or yeah, Mavi's trial at the very least. Like all that happened relatively rapidly.
I finished that all in the AM?
Yeah, it was probably like 2.5 hours.
And time is weird in the Fae.
Right. Well, should we drink till it's evening?
I mean, aren't we gonna do something incredibly dangerous this evening?
Yeah, going drunk.
Yeah, why not? We'll depart in the morning, right?
I don't think that was what he said. I think he wanted to go at midnight.
But he's attending the party, so we just get him really drunk, and then we can leave in the morning.
All right, that's fair. Let's go.
You think you can get Vander drunk?
Watch me.
Yeah. With my party trick, I could outdrink him.
I got some cosmic wine burning a hole in my pocket.
He might have to drink for multiple days. to
I
get
go up to
drunk.
Nalana and I ask her if she's found Blade yet.
I imagine you guys are probably still bonded at this point.
Oh, well, I want to talk to her with my mouth.
Okay.
Hey.
I really wish you had said that some other way. But it's out there, so
I'd like to use my
I'd like
lips.
to use my lips and my tongue.
Roll for lips.
Roll for
Lip
God.
check.
It's the 5.
Lip check.
What in the Game of Thrones?
Raggy.
Yeah, she's chilling back up against the house, looking over her bow. Looks to you and just, he's out there somewhere. I thought he was scared to come back. I think he's just distracted.
Oh,
So I'm gonna find him at some point today.
okay.
I think he has ADHD.
I don't know what that means.
Damn.
Neither does Nalana. Hi, I'm Dominic.
The mask.
Blade?
It's been me the whole time.
Look, Nalana, I just want to say I apologize if I got a little bent out of shape. I really don't like being in jail.
Yeah.
And if you would like to turn tail with your dragon and get the fuck out of here, I totally understand. Because this,
No.
it's drama.
If I'm being perfectly honest, the professor and Frognan wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for me.
That
Right
tracks.
now,
Yeah,
Owes me a lot
okay.
of money now.
I'm worried that if I go, yeah, that's gonna be more permanent next time around. I may not be powerful, not like you guys are. I mean,
Have you
you
been
guys can do crazy shit.
Have you been with them this whole time?
Yeah.
Where the fuck is Wolfgang?
So, I don't fully understand the details. Frognand!
Didn't you have something to
Wow,
tell us?
Professor, you have so many cool childhood toys.
Maybe she
They're
can-
also
Not there.
Maybe she can give me
Sending.
the.
Hey, Professor.
I'm like, it's been a week. Zach, it's been 2 weeks.
Hey, with 25 E's.
Zach is so tired.
Maybe she can give me the gist, and then I can go find Frogman.
Yeah, go find Frog.
I will be screaming.
Here's the gist. I think he's dead.
What the fuck, Frognand? Your best friend in the whole world is dead?
there.
Trapped? Wait, taken? Stolen? Body? Gone? With the Queen of Air and Darkness? And no one's fucking telling me anything?
Is she in the room with me right now?
Yeah.
Wait, but-
Yeah, you haven't exactly been hiding.
Wait, okay, so you are here.
You're like
I just tried
holding
to
a
talk to
wooden sword.
Kylos and he wasn't there. I just tried to talk to the professor and he wasn't
what?
there.
Why are we not going after him?
Well, we are, but do you really want to waltz into your mom's court?
Do you know what she could be doing with him? Do you have any idea what she could be doing to him
some
right
idea.
now?
I mean, I feel like you
Oh my
probably know
God.
best what she could do to us if we go there right now. Unless you disagree.
Nalana comes in, just listening.
If you want to lead us in there right now, I will trust your wisdom. But until you say that's a good idea, I think we need to play by the rules of these courts that we're following.
Why is everything fucked up? I knew we shouldn't come here. I knew it. I said it. Did I not say it every time you told us we should be here? It's a terrible idea. And now Wolfgang is with that woman? Where's the professor?
I honestly don't know, in or out of character.
Footsteps are descending down the stairs as.
There he
I
is.
think you
Nope,
said
nope, not yet. It's a valiant effort, Zach, but it's not.
Do you believe he told us he was going to the trial?
Sorry for Renwin's intensity, but she
No, you're
literally
fine.
hasn't seen any of you. Wolfgang is dead and gone.
Yep.
I just got thrown in jail as soon as I got here, so she's a little.
The professor's mother, Leolis, comes downstairs.
Okay.
She makes a
Oh,
lovely
you guys
pie.
walk similar.
That's very fair.
Do I know who she is?
I mean, you've never met her personally, but
Okay.
well, technically, you did crash on her couch.
Okay.
There just wasn't an official meeting.
Okay.
She kind of steps down. She's like, "What's all the commotion about?"
I apologize. You've been very kind letting us stay here. I'm just a little exercised over, I don't know, my mom being a bitch, my friends being dead, getting thrown in jail for the 18th time. Do you even know what is this mission that we're on?
Mondays, right? That's what I asked you when I got here. I thought you guys had a plan when you came here.
I'll send a sending to Professor's mom and be like, you know how it is when kids return
Sending
home.
or
Or a message.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm so here for you, Zach. I'm gonna protect
What's
you.
wrong with me
I'm gonna
today?
protect you. I
Burn
really am.
spells.
I'm doing the cantrip thing.
Yeah, no, I know.
And I'm saying,
I had a feeling.
you know how it is when kids return home. They just revert.
Why do you know this? Oh, yeah, because you went home.
I've already reverted.
You know, you come home, your village is turned to stone.
It happens.
Really judges some shit.
I'm sorry, it's just that every direction I look in, there's another shitstorm.
Well, look, this particular shitstorm does have a very narrow path which it was splattered upon, and somewhere in there are spaces that don't have shit that we can just hop through and get past the shit, right?
What?
I got a plan. That's what I'm trying to say to avoid the shit. Well, most of it, anyways. We just go get this prince and princess, bring them back here. The other 3 courts use it as leverage to get your mother off her high horse, and if she doesn't yield, then we use the power of those 3 courts to subdue her, take Wolfgang back, and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I told you that when I thought you were upstairs with me.
You were just talking to a pillow.
Question.
Uh-huh.
If I hear the name of the Lord from the court of Winter, do I know this person?
Lord Hadrix, yes.
Do I know him personally?
You've met him a couple times, but you weren't like forcibly interacting with him.
What do I know about him?
You know he is the Lord of Crows.
The Lord of Crows.
Awful lot of crows here. Murders.
Okay. What else?
You know he has high standing within the court. He is a Winter Eladrin, similar to that of Mavi. Very handsome, rather stoic man. Reserved, not unusual amongst the court, but kind of goes the extra distance for himself.
Was he ever a suitor of mine?
The possibility was always there, but he never expressed interest.
Okay.
And even if it was like almost hinted of like some sort of arrangement, he had enough standing to actually deny and be like, no, I don't want to. He resides over his family's estate.
Okay.
He has no one to dictate his actions or moves. You know, he is his boss. He doesn't have anyone he needs to appease or fall in line for.
Okay.
He has shown no romantic interest in anyone.
Okay.
So hearing about this disappearance is odd, especially for someone from the Summer Court. You've never met Sevilla before, the princess, but legend tells of her beauty and wonder, and she has kind of this bright, bubbly nature about her. But beyond that, you don't know much else about her.
Okay.
But if she's anything like her mother, there is a fury in there that is unmatched. She could burn a continent, potentially.
Okay. Okay, so this shit jumping plan, where does it begin? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Well, it started about when I made that sentence.
Best place to start is at the beginning.
Right? Yeah. Though after your description of that prince, new plan, I seduced the prince.
Chaos.
Let the chaos continue.
Chaos reign.
What's Professor's mommy's name?
Leois.
Leois? Could I have some tea?
Yes. The opportunity to provide for those around her, she's very excited and quickly puts a kettle on.
She just sits down to brace herself for whatever garbage is about to come out of Kyle's mouth.
As that scene prepares itself, I'll give Keegan a second. We're going to pull back.
I'm not going to do anything.
It's going to be like,
He's taking care of a quick twitch issue. A twish you.
twitch you.
Banning somebody.
Ooh, get absolutely banned.
Get
They
out
say
of
I
here,
had
added
small tits.
greaser.
Get rid of them now.
Be gone.
Yep, that's what it was.
You gotta have a mint.
You won't.
Say something about my lips, please.
Would you like some
don't tell
Mogu
me.
Mogu?
What?
Mogu Mogu.
That's what I thought I heard. But
What is it?
Mogu Mogu.
Say it one more time.
Mogu Mogu.
This stream is sponsored now.
Yeah, Roger.
Arr.
It's like juice you chew.
Oh, is it aloe?
Is it?
All right, twitch problem solved.
I've cleaned up the trash.
The trash is taken out.
All right, you're on.
We cut away from this scene, coming back to you, Professor, as I believe you have been walking with the Lady of Autumn, Heather, to her home.
Oh yeah, I said I was gonna do that.
The little one-on-one chat.
Yeah.
Extending down through the core of this tree, you extend to where the base would normally be at its entrance. And yet it continues, heading further down. These winding paths starting to mimic that of roots, extending down into the ground. As eventually you come to a wooden circular door, very Hobbit style. Yeah, attached with fragrant, scented earth, like that smell of wet dirt
Patchouli?
that's been freshly dug up. No, not patchouli. Ew. I don't know why I have an issue with patchouli. I just do. Before she can even reach the door, it has a handle and everything, but it just parts in the center as the wood kind of pulls off to the side. And she steps through the threshold. She ducks down and then gets smaller as she now stands about 5'6", walking into the space. For a lady of autumn, someone who would be considered royalty amongst the material plane, she lives a very quaint, though very nice life. The space around her is homey and welcoming and inviting, but is very clearly built with some of the most expensive and best materials possible. It is the cottage that requires little maintenance. It is, yeah. Every plant is consistently watered. No dust can be found amongst the furniture. It's every little shutaway's dream, with very little maintenance. It's almost all one room with just kind of archways of this concentrated dirt, dividing off certain sections of the house. There are even sections of it where it doesn't really just make sense in an open floor plan. But it's there. But it's chaotic. And she kind of... And the brilliant gown of golden light that she was wearing turns into floofed pants and a sweater that immediately comes over her. A long scarf drapes around her neck, and she welcomes you in. Just, would you like to be more comfortable? As she just kind of throws herself down onto the couch and kicks her legs underneath her feet.
Puts on her little slippers.
Yeah, kind of.
I'm quite comfortable as I am. Thank you.
You seem really uncomfortable. You couldn't even get that sentence out for the next 5 seconds. Is this unusual, me, like this?
Very quite. Yes.
Sorry.
No, you do not
Court work
need.
is exhausting, and I hate it.
Well,
But
that
it's
is
necessary.
a very fair assessment. Yes.
Tea. Swipes her finger as just appearing in front of you is a cup, and it kind of like
She's
the
like,
cup
upset
is
she's all
animated
that.
with like this kind of clay face.
puts her glasses on
Cracked
and
it out of
goes.
it,
Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
and she kind of catches her own.
Why, thank you. After spending so much time in the material plane, you forget about things like this. Cheers.
As you sip, it kind of giggles a bit.
Ooh,
The tea?
Yeah. Well, the cup.
I don't like it.
I didn't
He's
miss
killing
that.
them.
Dahlia, stop. And you feel the mug kind of go inert. No giggling.
Oh, now I feel bad.
That's fine. It throws a lot of people off.
I'll sit somewhere.
Yeah.
On her
As
lap?
you even have that thought, a chair kind of just like catches you, knocking your knees out, and you just sit in this this chair that just like wants to absorb you. Not in a menacing way, but very much like trying to comfort you and give you the
A lazy boy.
yeah, very much so. It's like this deep crimson red throw chair, and just kind of slides into the center space as a hearth kicks on.
When I like make contact with that, first I'm like really like I need to like sit up and be proper, but then also like I've probably felt like that I needed this kind of relaxation for at least the last like 25 years or so.
Definitely.
So at a point I like start to sit up and then just kind of
You almost feel like the chair relax with you.
yeah.
What was on your mind? You wanted to speak one-on-one?
Yes. Well, it is about the things that I mentioned in court, the powers within the material plane that I believe your sister was trying to access.
Right. This stone you spoke of.
Yes.
The green one? Shooting into the sky.
Yes. my friends and I were unable, unfortunately, to discover much, but that it was, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong here,
Sure.
it is said that it was a font of magic, or just a coalescence of an essence of magic.
Lessons of an essence.
Yeah. The people who observed it in the night back on the continent you were originally from, Lafayette, noticed it in the sky during the Everlost War. This city that noticed it was way off north, further past. I forget what I called the city. Those are notes for another time. But yes, it was initially thought to be some sort of falling star, and then upon consistent observation of it, the trajectory that it was at, it didn't have any downward angle for the longest time, and anything that's doing something like that is emitting a consistent level of energy that could only be magical.
I thought, what's his bucket? The creator of the vault.
With an R.
Rylan.
Rylan.
I thought Rylan's kind of mentioned like kind of what it was when
You
it was
are
in the
correct.
vault.
Yes, he did mention that as well.
Yeah, and like I vaguely remember saying that it was some sort of like essentially like a concentration of magic, like the stone itself was.
Yes.
Something like that.
In terms of, pure raw magic.
Yeah.
An ugly
Turned
R,
into a physical form.
right?
Which is odd.
An
Normally the
umbrella.
weave, as you know it, is considered liquid almost.
Mhm.
Even with some of those potions of the liquid weave, has been depicted as like an actual liquid that you can visibly see and drink.
Yeah.
Experimental, but possible.
So there's this stone in the sky, and it was what I was meant to originally research. And then we found this whole other thing. And, well, based on what I've seen of these keystones and these origin stones, I'm wondering if that green stone flying through the sky was another keystone. And I'm wondering that if not another person who has gotten a hold of it, if it is your sister who has gotten hold of it, or she perhaps has gotten a hold of a different, separate keystone, as there is one for each school of magic.
I just want to remind you of something. There was only one other person that got into the vault. It was Daffodil.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay, cool.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Serafina.
Whatever.
We also don't know who she's working with or for.
She should die.
She kind of ponders for a second. You said it's called a keystone.
That's what we know it as, yes.
What does it unlock?
So we've actually interacted with a keystone and an origin stone of the same type. I actually had very direct contact with it. I held the keystone of necromancy.
Maverick did.
Oh no,
Oh,
Maverick did. That's
yeah.
right. I did.
I did.
Me, the player.
One of my compatriots held the keystone of necromancy.
Right.
Heard it did a number on him when he first touched it, but then had
Necromancy.
essentially necromantic power coursing through him, and they were able to connect it to the origin stone of necromancy, which we found in another friend of mine's home, the one who was killed and captured, Wolfgang. It was in the mountains nearby his city. The two stones coalesced together, and it is essentially now this. It turned into like almost like gaseous form, right?
Yeah, it became something that you could like put your hand through.
It became this like nebulous, like almost physical representation of the weave. And if someone wanted to, they could tap into its power at cost to them, but they could.
Miss.
As however, a keystone offers a little less power, but is more mobile. And again, if the penalties of a different keystone are similar to the necromancy one, for someone like the Queen of Air and Darkness, I would surmise that that penalty is not much at all.
I mean, you'd be right. It depends on what this one does. I mean, a necromantic stone
Can I,
tried to sap your life force.
from what I was told, which is interesting because the one who held it was a machine in sorts. I still haven't
This
figured him
sounds
out.
like an artifact.
The stone or the...
The stone.
Okay. Yes, I would fully agree with that.
It doesn't obey consistent laws, as we know them. Your friend is undead, or?
No, he's a construct.
All right. A necromantic stone, depending on how the construct is made. Metal, or
It's just a lot of metal.
necromancy should do very little at the very least.
He's a bizarre individual as far as living goes, but that's entirely for another story arc.
Right. We went into that one. So if my sister has this green stone, a keystone, and they're attached to schools of magic, go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Was there also a prominent color of the necromancy stones?
Yeah, which Infinity Stone is this?
Right? The necromantic stone had a grayish hue in terms of like the magic that it exuded, with a central core of black.
Oh, guys, we're in break right now.
Oh, snuck up on us.
Whoops.
When did it start?
I don't know.
If you're subscribed, you still see it, so
You're
we'll
still
be
seeing it.
right
We're gonna be right back. Thank you.
Drink your Mogu Mogu.
I will.
And we're back.
Just like we planned it.
For those of
Arcana
you who
check.
weren't subscribed, we're so sorry. We lost track of time. Okay, bringing us back into the moment.
The
You're
recording
still
doesn't have
conversing with Heather. God, I forgot her name.
Heather Locklear.
Heather Lockwood?
Did somebody draw over your thing?
She's kind of pondering everything that you've been chatting about.
So my Arcana check is 16. Would that
First
be
roll.
considered a failure?
Because he could
You do
adjust it
find
more.
out on a failure, right?
Yeah.
It would be considered failure.
Okay, so I will second wind.
Okay, bringing it to.
Nice. Bringing it to 24.
You cock.
You're not here. Go to another scene. Okay. How's Arena treating you?
I don't know.
What ability is that? Tactical,
Outed.
Tactical mind. Instead of a tactical assessment, I use my tactical mind.
There we go. Yes, that would succeed. Coming into that Arcana check, you would understand that based off of what has been told to you, that whatever stone it is, whatever it's called, that the Queen of Air and Darkness is using, is heavily tied to conjuration. And that doesn't just mean transporting herself around, but maybe other people too. Maybe other military units,
Moving
armies, assassins, spies. If she's been there, she could send some insanely dangerous and powerful things to a location rapidly.
So that's what we could potentially be dealing with. And I'm not sure.
She's tea.
I'm not sure if this is a good
I
thing
forgot about the tea.
or a bad thing. I know the location. Well, I know where the origin stone of conjuration is housed. It's in a primordial titan that went to the plane of air to help my nephew, Kylus, deal with their situation between the plane of air and the plane of fire. And last I heard, that Primordial Titan is dead. So I'm not sure where that puts the Origin Stone, one, location-wise, and two, use-wise.
I am an entity that has lived for thousands of years. And I have no fucking clue either.
That is what I would call concerning.
Cheers.
Cheers to that.
She actually summons brandy. Just
I can show where it is, but it's going to be very expensive.
Oh my god.
tattoo coming on.
If you don't mind, actually. Oh, thank you.
Oh, slow. I'm not going to be able to keep up. Okay. This expedites things. We're going to need this Lord and Princess here faster than expected.
No time for him.
Yeah, so what is the plan with these two?
Well, if we can give them back to their people, back to their courts. The idea is that their people have been lied to. How do you win a war? Through the sweat of others. You make the call, you give them something to fight for. If they don't have to fight for it anymore, they put their weapons down.
Right. Sound enough.
It's very Autumn Court, I know.
On the off chance that these two don't want to go back to their respective places.
You make them. I'll make them.
Also fair.
They don't get to make this choice just for themselves when it affects the entire plane of the Fae. You can make some selfish calls for your life, but you can't make those.
But you can't make those.
I need to turn off that song.
Thank you, Milo.
Alexa, stop it!
But I won't do that.
Okay, so
I don't give a shit if they're in love. If that's even why they're absconding. Maybe they're just putting the middle finger to those above them.
is it assumed that they're together?
We're hearing bits and pieces, but the Spring Court have been very on guard. Their borders are much stronger than ours have been.
Yes, what is the Spring Court doing up to?
They have a bit of a confusion about the space. My sister is bizarre, even for the Fae. She's always wanting something, even more so than me. And it always comes at a very bizarre cost. And I think the Queen of Air and Darkness is going to torture you. She's going to kill you. Maybe not even kill you. She'll just keep you around. My sister, out in the Summer Court, she could kind of care less about most people. A bit high and mighty, hoity-toity. But if she hates you, she'll burn you alive.
Summer or spring?
Summer. Myself, I kind of just want to be left to my own, keep my people okay, keep them safe. I can't pin down exactly what my sister in the spring wants. Chaos, fun, revelry, and in some of the darkest and most twisted ways. Think of it like a dark carnival.
Seems odd for springtime, you know.
It's blooming out of darkness.
Okay, fair enough.
She's very Harlequin.
I've heard stories of that person.
Just checking boxes.
Okay, I'm concerned.
All right, so We go in, get the couple, come back out, and then what? Hopefully the war ends until either of your sisters think of another reason to start a war and kill people and send people into the bog?
Do you have a way to eternally stop this conflict that I haven't been trying that hard to stop. I've just been remaining distant. And this is the first time we've ever had to deal with this since our breaking off from the original courts. Summer, winter have been around the longest. Spring and autumn popped up when my sister and I felt a need to disperse. To do our own things, to create our own space.
What if...
And there were those who were like-minded, and they came with us.
What if there was... I hate to ruin the
Plot?
structure.
Oh.
But what if your sister wasn't queen of the Winter Court anymore? What if someone else took her place?
Her daughter.
My first choice, yes.
I don't have much faith in her as it stands right now. I understand your princely nephew spoke some rather eloquent words, and he's a convincing person. But
That he is.
his words alone are not going to be enough to sway me. I'd need to see a real reason to trust Affiliata, Rangwin, whatever she's going by.
Rangwin is her name.
Rangwin, then.
And obviously you need more than words, but I think her actions can show you that. And I know my words are, in the end, just words, but I have seen her take on a role of leadership, not one on the scale of a court, obviously, but we run a guild in the material plane, and it has grown quite a bit of influence, and over the last year I have watched her excel and take charge when the others who were in leadership had to tend to their own devices. It's not necessarily something that she wanted to get, wanted to have, wanted to take over, but she filled the role and stepped in and did it very well.
All right. I understand. But you have to understand how the Fae play the long game. I've seen plenty of people do some great things, only to turn around and get exactly what they wanted, and the facade ends. And they played the game for years. Decades, centuries. I was one of them. You think I got to this position of leader and rulership by not doing cruel and terrible things? You would be wrong.
Not all of us are blessed with the leisure of immortality to play those types of games.
My 100 years spans down to a decade for the less inclined of longevity. They still play the game. Can you truly know someone in less than a decade? I have found it's been rather impossible. But maybe that's because of the company I keep.
Could be right. As I think I've grown to know the people that I'm around quite well. And maybe it hasn't been a decade yet, but I like to at least believe what it is that my friends have told me. Because they are my friends.
My point simply being, If you can manage this, if you can bring the princess, and the lord back to me, I will have a one-on-one chat with Rangwin. No counsel, no trial. An opportunity to hear for myself and to see. I'll give her a chance.
All right. A chance is the most that I can ask for. I'm curious, does this whole hierarchy of the four of you, does relation have to happen? Is that just an odd coincidence? Does it have to be women?
I mean, it's simply been us for the longest time. None of us have really had children save my sister. Legitimate children, as it's, well, it can be a little dangerous. Succession and whatnot, and immortality and wanting more power. I have no intention of having children of my own, but, it's always been a monarch. Not that we enforce a monarch, but it's only been us for ages since the inception of the Phalans.
Again, I'm more than likely to put all of my eggs into the Rangwin basket for this.
That's more Spring's thing, but...
My secondary option,
Oh, your ice cubes in the freezer.
because and I don't know how much this would apply, but instead of a queen of air and darkness, what of a king of air and darkness? And there happens to be somebody who is a prince of air and then also connected to the darkness by being on the Shadowkai kinds of things. I am talking about...
Kylus.
Yes.
He's sexy.
Again, I want to be very clear.
I hate
he
myself.
is, and I hope he hears this in the back of his mind. He is my backup option.
Primary plan.
Kill an option. Just gotta kill Rangwin.
Dare I say a last resort?
And obviously he can, since he can arm wrestle me with no arm and win.
Yeah, I overlooked that in last
You didn't
week's
overlook it,
episode.
he used mage hand.
Oh, that's right.
Which can only punch 5 pounds.
I was high on mushrooms.
We meant the rules a bit.
Maybe we could share.
Psychic blades don't weigh anything.
That's true.
She ponders. Not that I'm necessarily excited about the idea. Men, in general. But... my sister hasn't exactly been rainbows and sunshine out there. He'd have a huge position to fill. And he's going to be met with a lot of backlash. Not just from other courts, within his own court. Everyone's going to be pawing for that seat if she disappears. They're not friends out there, like I have a mutual understanding with Vander, but I do have people on my council who I would consider allies.
From my understanding, in his time in the plane of air, he understands those facets of the court quite well.
Understanding and handling them are two very different things.
As far as handling, I haven't been there to witness it myself, but I have seen his power from my own eyes.
I wouldn't be opposed to it. And strangely enough, I feel more excited about the idea of Rangwin. But I think I'm biased. Again, I have met few trustworthy men in my life.
Well,
Third option, frogman.
He's
barely a
purple.
man.
Fuck me.
I have one egg in this basket, and it's purple.
And I don't even have eggs.
I'd like to recommend Rangwin, Kylus, Frogman. Wolfgang Nesta.
Wolfgang's dead.
Still a better leader.
Wolfgang's already in the Winter Court. Like, think about it. We bring him back to life.
We just
He
weekend at
usurps
Bernie's him.
That is the second time today that has been brought up. It's so bizarre.
Well, trust that I put these out there in a hope to quell, end the animosity and the fighting and the subterfuge that has been going on for quite some time. I know and I understand to an extent your position of neutrality, and I was there once, but I've also seen the atrocities that have happened firsthand. And I think it's time that we did something to stop it.
The winds of change are moving in. I can feel it. It's a new territory. And I won't shirk away from it. But it's not going to be a fast thing either.
I understand that.
Focus on your task at hand. Focus on your current mission. Bring them back here and then we can start talking about next steps. But I will ponder this. I will consider them both. I will weigh my options and I will only bring in those I absolutely trust to converse with about it. Which is like one person in my life.
Well, I think that is the most that I could have asked for. Thank you, my lady.
You're very good at this.
I don't know how. I just
It's in your blood.
provide the facts. Nothing more.
In a realm of constant emotion, maybe that's needed. Get out. I want to eat chocolate.
She's so sad.
It's my thinking chocolate.
Pet my cat.
No.
It is.
I will like very slowly get up out of the chair.
The
Just
cat
like,
just kind of rubs up against you.
hello.
The cat just in her lap,
Salem?
and then chocolate appears.
She was giving cat lady vibes, that's for sure.
She pulls a book off the shelf. Oh, I'm done. The chair like tenses and like bounces you out of it, and the floor, like the stone floor, just starts moving your feet towards the exit.
Just, all right, well, good day.
Chet's waiting out there. Aw, you two, dude.
What do you mean, you two?
You got the stone shuffle.
I
It's
haven't,
when she's just done.
haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about.
So it's that moment when, and he starts like going, like describing essentially what you just went through.
Yes, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I got stone shuffled.
Stone shuffle.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. Everyone disappeared, so I was like, oh, they're going down, so I was gonna go down too. We're going down in an earlier round. That's all we can do.
Everyone disappeared in what direction?
Down. But I think we're more down than they were, so we should probably go up.
Let's go, Chad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably thinking we should go up too. Nicholas is there as well.
I can't
on his
believe
shoulder.
Nicholas became a thing.
Glad he's back.
Nicholas the wet squirrel.
Nicholas the wet squirrel.
The greaser squirrel.
It's me, Nicholas.
He's from the Bronx.
He is now.
All right, well, I need to find Frogment and Kylus and Rengwin.
I can do that.
Rengwin was released, yes?
Sure? I wasn't there. I don't know. I was up there watching Mavi, dude. Where she got murdered. But not actually murdered.
No, she didn't get murdered, just...
I mean, technically she got murdered.
I know what banishment to the bog
It
is.
was just cool, dude.
It's not...
I've never been to the bogs, so you're right. Like, maybe I'm being insensitive.
You're very...
Right, sorry.
It's also
Don't-
being punny.
Correct myself.
because of the crows.
Nicholas is like, yeah, it's not cool, dude. Oh, sorry. I'll take you to them.
Yes, let's go.
Yeah,
please.
let's go. Some time passes. You are all brought together once more. Though before that happens, Kylus,
What?
you're going to explain your plan.
Right.
Rangwin.
Do I have my tea yet? I can't listen to this without my tea.
Yeah, your tea
Okay.
is brought before you, though not as rapidly as in another scene. This is
Okay.
intentionally brewed.
You might want to sit down for this.
I am sitting down, Kylus.
You might want to sit down for this.
Sit further down
Sit further down.
on the ground.
What are we as a group particularly known for?
No plan.
Exactly. That's the plan.
Are you
I'm so glad I gave him time to figure that out.
are you serious?
Yes. Isn't that what these courts do? Make plans on plans, subterfuge, execution, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah,
So if we just come in and live off of pure vibes,
Damn it.
Like, why are we even waiting till this evening? I don't understand why we have to party. Why don't we just go and get them?
I
that's a vibe.
can't believe I'm saying this, but that's actually probably a good idea.
Should we even wait for the professor?
Yes, Frogman. We should wait for the professor.
Okay, that's
John
fair.
Travolta.
Well, we do need Vander as well
mom's-
to.
Oh, your
Yeah,
friends
I
left.
mean, we
Shadow
could just
walk.
leave him a note.
Okay, we'll meet you at the Shadow Walk place.
You know where that is, right?
No.
God damn it, okay, fine, we'll wait for him.
I mean, Rangwin, you're the only one out of the group who's been to Vander's lair.
Yeah, have you told us about that?
Though it's through it's through the Vander Woods.
Yeah.
Which is notorious for getting people lost.
Vander lives in the Vanderwoods.
I know. Crazy, right?
Where did he say where we're meeting him?
Call my home Zach House.
No, he did not say.
No.
They did not say anything in particular, though you imagine maybe there was some conversations meant to happen at the party.
Should we
Look,
skip to the
Frogman,
party?
take it from me, and remember that whole several day situation where you were over here and I was God knows where?
Yeah.
We don't want to wander into those woods alone, okay? There's
Okay.
a bunch of fucking little bugs and big bugs, and it's a nightmare. It's a hellscape, okay? So let's just wait
Bugs.
for Vander to come and retrieve us.
Okay.
Great.
Should we like tie
Wow.
ourselves off to
Okay.
each other or something like that?
What?
So we don't get separated.
He likes tying off now.
Yeah. I got plenty of rope.
No.
Okay, right. Oh, should we skip ahead to the party?
As you discuss tying yourselves up, what is it? No, I don't know. I'm not even gonna try. Eventually, the professor is reunited with you all, along with Chet, Lil Grinner, and Nicholas, the wet squirrel. I
Can I
love his
just, like,
title.
prestidigitate you dry?
Many have, few have succeeded.
Right, chill. Why did you bring a squirrel with you?
I didn't choose this.
Yeah, I brought the squirrel with me. Yeah, he
And
brought
I
the squirrel
didn't
with
choose that either.
him. No one chooses Nicholas, the wet squirrel.
Are they important to this mission?
They're gonna be. I'm gonna make it happen.
I do have something very important for both of you to do if you can.
Absolutely, dude. Yeah.
All right. There's something called the quad goblet. It's 4 goblets fused together. Now, there are 4 of us, and we require this quad goblet.
That
I
tracks.
need you to get out to that party and find us that quad goblet.
Fuck.
You think you and the greasy squirrel can handle that?
Yeah.
I knew I was asking the right people.
Absolutely. Quad goblet. These quads are gonna take me there.
Yes, they are.
Roll deception check. Use heroic inspiration.
It's important.
Nobody used it last time.
I think you did at one
I
point.
think I did, yeah.
Oh, did you?
And actually, I think Hylas did as well.
23.
27.
Music by inspiration.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Fuck. 23.
Okay. I'm on it, my guy. And he leaves.
Filson, do you have a moment?
Not my best work.
Quad
Certainly, yes. Am I in trouble? You just first named me.
Oh, I apologize?
Yes, I have a moment.
So, could you tell me exactly how I'm here right now? And not on trial for various unfortunate incidents?
A series of them?
Are we pulled aside, or are we just talking in the middle of the group?
I mean, I would have just pulled you kind of into the
So you
corner.
guys
I'm
are
not
all
trying to.
at your mother's house.
Yeah, I'm not trying to like hide it from anybody. I just
Yeah,
assume
but we're
that
just-
you're the one who
Yeah.
got me out.
Well, as the subject of your trial came up, Kylas stepped in and offered a solution. Not one that I wasn't thinking of, but
A solution or a deal?
oh, it was very much a deal, a pact, if one would say. I mean, he's bearing his chest now, so it's all just kind
How
of there.
Rainy
fucked am I? Specifically.
I don't think you are at all.
How, well, my release was obviously mentioned in the terms of this deal, so is it a permanent release? Is it a temporary release? Let's guess, he didn't discuss it.
Do you mind?
I like wiggle room in my deals.
You too, or
No, just
here I am?
so. Yes, I think you're right that the terms of your release are rather loose. It is a test of your ability and your resolve to atone for your ways for whatever you have done in the past. It's kind of the premise that was put forward. I know this has been a rocky conversation in the past, but I spoke with Heather one to tell her about the potential artifacts that your mother may have in employ right now. Concerned that she's discovered a keystone.
Well, that would track, since she seemed to walk into a village full of people and murder and steal Wolfgang.
Yes. Yes. Something that I proposed. And again, first and foremost, I wish for you to resolve your matters in the best way that you see fit, and for you to be free of the shackles that you feel, or that you feel that you have on you from your mother. I proposed the idea of, again, and I am not saying killing right now, deposing maybe, removing from power,
Oh, God.
Murder.
and
Of course.
I threw out your name to take her place.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm being fucking serious.
Me, the queen of air and darkness. Why would I want to do that? Why? Do you even know what it's like over there? Have you ever spent any time in the court? No, you haven't. Because you'd know, if you had, that that's the last fucking place I would ever want to be. Doesn't work there like it works here, Professor.
It doesn't.
Where people advocate for each other and work on little missions and stay out of all the shit. They are the shit. They are the shit stirrers. No one there likes each other. We don't function as a family, as a guild. There's as much backstabbing and plotting within that court as there is outside of it. So, thank you, I think, for the faith that you seem to have in me, but
It's not faith that I seem to have, it's faith that I do have.
I appreciate that. But I don't want anything to do with any of those people, much less lead them. They're not led by... I don't have what it takes to be in charge of those people. Not because I'm not capable of being a leader, but because I'm not capable of ruling by fear and torture.
Then who's to say you have to do that? It's been eons of fear and torture. And sure, there are people who have gotten used to it, and sure, there are people who see that and think, yes, that is exactly how I want things to be run because they're on the opposite side of it. But who's to say that that can't change? And yes, it's not going to change immediately, I know that. But I come from this in that I want to see these things stop. Because, yes, I have not seen the Winter Court proper. I've not been inside it. But I have seen its influence seep into its borders and out into my community. And I have seen just a taste of what happens within there inflicted on people like myself and those that I have held around me in the past. And that has me, one, concerned for the well-being of my own community. I am being selfish in that regard. And two, also that it must be invaluably worse within the court itself.
Professor, you are a intelligent, caring, incredible man. And I don't offer any wisdom that supersedes your own. But what you're talking about, it's like Frogman talking about stopping death. It's terrible that our friends die. It's terrible that the Winter Court is full of maniacs and vengeful, fucking power-hungry assholes. But it's a balance. I'm not saying it has to happen or that you should just accept that that's the way things are, but I mean, I just want to get out of here. You're asking me to go back to the place that turned me into the person I never wanted to become, and what? Rule over it? Me. Rule over it.
I'm asking, and again, at this point, I'm asking for you to consider the option because, believe me, I see your point. I do. But I want you to think that maybe you can prevent more instances of what happened to you. Because this could just keep, we do this mission, we rescue this princess and lord, and then it becomes another generation's problem 200 years from now when someone decides to shit stir the pot again. And I'm playing right into what Heather said, and playing the long game, I guess. But I guess I have the fortune of being able to play that kind of game. Although lately
Yes,
it feels like I don't have a lot of time.
To your point, I may be, in name and reputation, the daughter of the Queen of Air and Darkness, but I am not actually... I'm not gonna live forever. I'm not gonna live long enough to make any kind of difference.
I think something happens when you become the queen that makes you live forever.
Well, that fucking sounds terrifying.
You know, actually, maybe I should have put Frognand up in the bill for that.
I'm back, baby.
This is all in their head. Damn it! You guys are not in this conversation.
That's right. I gotta chat with you in a second.
Curious,
I mean, I did.
because I know you. Do you have a backup option?
Maybe you'd consider it so that way you could avoid the backup option?
The backup option being?
I glance over at Kylus.
Probably gone, right? I imagine you would have pulled Frogman to the side.
At this point, you would just see like a ring. As Frogdan, Kylos, and Curiosity just
Okay.
I look back, I think, understanding what he's implying. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Which will cut to that moment. Go inside of the ring.
Okay. So, what's up? Why'd you bring me in here?
Curiosity pours herself a glass of wine.
I need a contingency.
Yeah.
I
I know that spell.
Not quite that spell, but there is actually another spell.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure if you're capable of it, but I know that that one over there is
I probably am.
not the good stuff. Cause it's, oh my god.
You can't stop me.
That's okay. Now that Bram's not here, the whole place has gone to shit anyways.
Actually, looking
It's
around,
immaculate.
it has gone to shit.
Oh, it has?
Well, no, it's still immaculate, but the tree, like the plum tree
Oh.
above, is dead.
Good to know, never mind.
Did you poison that?
I forgot to water it. Anyways,
That was Bram's
You had a caretaker for a reason.
Oh shit, Bram's at the fucking...
Is back at the...
Is it the Rat Pack? Oh,
Thank you for
shit.
calling it by its
obsidian
proper name.
winds. Anyways, so I entered this pact with Heather.
Yeah. Great idea. I tried to. I just kind of wussed out at the last second.
Yeah, it's alright. We have one anyways. I like plans within plans.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we need a back door, a way for me to get out of this if it becomes necessary. That's where either of you come in.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find out her name. And I think a spell might be able to do it.
Whose name?
Autumn Queens.
Oh, right.
The
Her real
Autumn
name.
Queens?
Real name.
That would be tricky. There's plenty of magic in place to keep that away.
Not for a cleric of knowledge. Just do a little commune, right?
Maybe you should put your camera, your.
Oh, right.
Moved it away from chewing. I mean, I
Maybe
could commune.
See what that god might come up with.
I
Yeah.
could see what Cora has.
And I can try to contact any contacts on other planes and see what they know.
Possibly. I was thinking something else. There's a spell, fifth circle, capable of conjuring.
She's starting a ritual.
Okay. Conjuring information about famous places, things, people, and I imagine she's quite famous.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that I would know I could talk to, like, demigods and cool things like that, and, like, ask them simple questions, but in terms of straight-up conversations, that's kind of all I got. I mean, it also sounds like this fucking...
Here, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
No, keep talking. I'm just gonna look. I'm looking through my bookshelf.
Yeah. This... What's the spooky place here called?
Here.
Yeah, where the crows go? Yeah, that one! Bone Blast! The Deadland Bog!
I hate this.
It seems like there's, like, hella old shit there. If it can survive, maybe we could find someone there that's got some information.
Curiosity pulls out a book and begins to turn through the pages.
Oh, here it is. Legend galore. Can you guess that?
I know.
Okay, well, fuck all.
Whatever light is in the space begins to dim
Ooh, sexy.
suddenly. Not in the sexy way, in like the shadows taking over kind of way.
It's just kind of sexy.
As you look, as you look to Kiriani,
Didn't I just tell you who I was
whose
attracted to as a
eyes
child?
are rolling back into her head, and she has the book open and a piece of charcoal in her hand, and she's kind of making brash strokes across the pages, from one page to the other, a long arcing space, curling down, pronged feet, moving upwards.
I love the
She
composition.
comes back. Fuck.
What?
She turns around. Across the pages is a black cauldron.
Interesting.
Who'd you talk to?
My patron, Quora. There is a cauldron somewhere in the Deadland Bogs.
Called it. Right.
Apparently the cauldron can give you a true name if you ask it.
Contingency.
Yeah. I mean, what if, hear me out on this.
I can't travel with you anymore.
What? Oh. Why?
The cauldron looked at me. And if it's looking at me, it can see you all. Take me out of the ring. I shouldn't be in here for the rest of your discussion. As she leaves.
Oh, dramatic, that one.
Yeah.
She's the one that taught you?
Almost in her space, you feel a consistent presence slowly deteriorate.
Those gods. So curious.
Yeah.
You don't know if it was a god.
Those cauldrons. So curious.
It might be a cauldron.
But I mean, regardless, I get that there's a party tonight, and I get that there's like social pressure to go, but I feel like we're here on a mission. Maybe they would understand if we,
Dipped.
whether we can go to rescue this lord and princess, or whether we explore what these bogs are about, you know?
I feel like getting into a bit of trouble. Well, let's. Can you just teleport us to the spring court?
I mean, if someone gives me a really good description, there's a chance.
Well, there has to be someone from the spring court here at this party. We get him drunk, get a nice description, and then we teleport there.
Okay.
I love guys.
Let's cut some corners, right?
Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah, there's definitely
Is that
someone
where
there.
we think?
I'm not going to say anything.
Let's see.
Is that where we think they are?
You've been told that they are currently seeking shelter
At
with
the spring court, okay.
Yes. That is
If-
something that the
Okay.
autumn court knew.
If it's been described to us, even pretty well, there's about a 25% chance we'll get there.
Perfect.
I like them odds.
It's better than what we have right now.
What sounds better? 25% chance or 1 in 4?
I think they're the same.
They are, but one of them sounds better than the other.
I'm going to roll a d4. Ooh, you did not make it.
I mean, what if...
Then we might just end up at the cauldron. You never know.
Yeah.
Surely we wouldn't end up somewhere useless, because that's boring. Just,
This is the guy you want? This guy.
We pop out of somewhere, one of you is embedded in a tree, just like, ah!
So I hear ya. I do. And if you say let's do it, we're doing it.
Okay.
But
if we can't find anyone, we get the fuck out.
yeah,
Sounds good?
that sounds great.
All right.
I just want to do something.
All right. Well, let's go to the party. Let's get you a nice outfit first. Let's go visit my closet. We'll get you something good.
Okay. Do you have a tailor in here?
No, but I did pick up a few things for you.
Yeah. Oh, I did snag a couple of Professor's boyhood
I
attires.
really wanted Nicholas to just
That's
appear out of
not-
nowhere.
In the ring.
Yeah, as the tailor.
I pull out this like the really nice like plaid short with a white tee or a white button-down short sleeve and a nice little bow tie.
I'm picturing like suspenders
Yeah.
and like a hat with like a spinning like.
He's running around with a pinwheel.
Yeah.
He's just Tweedledee.
I think he wore this for his first decade or so.
Don't think the professor is particularly known for his style. I did, however, have
That's a
a
cool
few
coat.
things tailored for you.
Okay. I'll just incinerate that real quick.
It's just incinerating the professor's childhood
I have
clothes.
some kind of fire spell, right? Mister?
My brain just. My memory's gone.
My childhood clothing gone.
Core memory.
Up in flames.
I can use prestidigitation to
Clean it.
light a candle.
That's not a candle.
Can I dip it in some oil and make it a candle?
Sure, just to get out of this scenario.
Like I said.
I'll dress him in some nice, light, flowing robes.
Oh, okay.
Like cultist robes.
Yeah.
No!
Can my chest show like yours?
Absolutely. It is a deep V.
And I'll take a crayon and draw on a tattoo just like his.
Please make me a sleight of hand check.
I'll enhance myself, obviously.
Okay.
First roll of the night, baby!
No, second. He rolled an Arcana check.
For me. First roll.
Oh,
for
fair
me.
enough.
Yeah. Natural 20!
At the best times, at the most important times.
27.
The crayon just becomes gold and becomes the same exact.
That's a 27.
That looks great. It looks fucking awesome.
You dashing.
It's perfect.
All right, let's roll.
All right. Should we get something for the others? No. Did you have some things made for them? No. Yeah, fair enough. All right. Onward and outward.
Coming back to you two.
I said that last part out loud.
Yeah. In that moment, probably Kiriani was shunted out of the ring. And she kind of appears and looks to you both and just... I'm going to take a step back. And starts walking outside.
Okay, look, but like I said, it is
Mister,
It is
My plan is no plan?
It is the most backup of backup options.
There's a plan.
It's literally your second choice.
It's the only other.
Is it a break?
I'm just gonna let
Minute 30.
minute and a half.
Cool.
Look, it mostly came out from, he's from the plane of air, so he's got the air part, and then he's Shadakai, so he's got the darkness part, so it's, maybe mix it up from a queen to a king. And I know it's not great, stop looking at me like that.
Do you know?
Would you rather have Kylus deal with those things?
Absolutely not. Look, whoever it's gonna be, they're gonna be hunted for the rest of their lives by Mavi Dorn, by every other member of that court who...
About Mavi Dorn. I sat in on her trial, and...
Wait, she's here?
Yes, I'll explain after this break in just a moment.
You guys are popping out of the ring right as we're going to go to a break. We will be back shortly. See you soon. Goodbye.
About Mavi. Welcome back.
Hey.
Bringing us back into the moment, you guys were chatting about Kylus' eligibility to be the King of Air and
I
Darkness.
think I was in death throes.
As you both
Satan.
apparate out of the ring back into this space. You are all back together.
You were saying, Mavi?
Yes, Mavi was put... I don't hardly call it a trial. I feel like the council had their decision made before it started. I tried, Rengwin. I tried.
You tried to what?
I tried to at least keep her in a place that was secure and at least guaranteed her life.
I mean, the Diddlin Bogs is pretty secure. No one ever gets out of there.
Kylus.
What?
How would you know that?
Yeah, you wouldn't know that. You left.
Oh, never mind.
She's in the Deadland box?
Kyla's eyes roll back. Found her.
Sorry. It doesn't matter. I just,
Mavi Dorn was banished to the Deadland box.
God damn.
We should probably go there.
No. Maybe.
I don't know how she got. I don't know why she was originally here. That's what we were attacked by when we came upon the city where the force is rescuing her. So I don't know the full situation. And I tried to instill in them that it would be best to keep her here under surveillance as an asset to learn information, mind you, but at least she would be here and alive and not sent into that hellscape.
How was she even captured?
Originally, I don't know.
What do you mean originally?
Well, at one point she escaped and walked right into me. I fought with her. Her and her forces beat me down. That's when Frognan and Wolfgang arrived. Frognan and I broke off to pursue her. Lost track of her. Broke off while Wolfgang was finding information. Met up with the Nalana, who was tracking her. Found her in the forest. Admittedly, against our better judgment, went in,
Kick some ass.
knocked her out, brought her back.
Ah,
Again, hoping that she would... My thought was that she was being held and questioned, not being put on and excommunicated.
well, I guess she won't be harrying us any longer.
I do mean this in the nicest way possible. Isn't this kind of a win for us? A good thing? I know you, had a sisterly bond of some kind, but really she kind of just attacked us, gave you ultimatums, and is generally a terrible person.
Of course.
And if you feel differently, I mean, I don't know. It seems like a kind of like a Final Destination-y type of location, but there might be some use in going to the Deadland Bogs.
Wait,
I'm sorry.
my-
What?
I just think there could be a reason we might want to go there.
Yeah. I mean, did you
Frogman,
want to talk
don't-
to her?
don't misunderstand me. Our relationship is complicated, but by no means do I want to follow her to the Deadland Bogs.
Well, yeah, but I feel like from the description I was given, it sounds like a place that's super scary if you're by yourself, because it's disorienting and there's spirits and shit.
No, it's super scary even if you go in with a small army.
Yeah, but we're not just a small army. I'm an army in and of myself.
And what did it add to our legend and Rangwin's case if we were to be the first people to ever walk out of the Deadland Bogs?
What is happening?
I don't know. What is happening?
I'm here
Vacation
to-
in the Deadland box.
I'm here to support you in being able to have whatever closure you need with Mavi Dorn.
I don't want to go to the Deadland Bogs.
Yeah, if a teleport goes awry and we happen to end up there, I'm just saying, we could...
Okay. Have I considered multiple possibilities of what could be happening when we come here? Yes. Is one of those possibilities the Deadland Bog? Potentially, yes. But where is it in the list of potential things that I would like to do?
You say it's second?
No. I would rather storm the Winter Court by myself.
Well, that's option 3.
This is the guy.
No, I am seeing your point now. Okay, again, it was more. It was a. I'm not.
But you're
good at
saying it's
these.
on the list.
It's on the table.
Hey!
It was more of a half joke. Again, the things were there: the air, the darkness.
I found the quad goblet.
Do I see a quad goblet?
Yeah, you do, buddy.
All right, grab
where's
the
the drink?
goblet.
Oh, that's
and I throw it out the door.
Oh no!
Anyways. Listen, Phil, you put it on the table for a reason. You're a very intelligent man. And I'm sure you put it there for a reason.
Don't you have a fucking tattooed blood oath with the Lady of the Autumn Court to go do this other thing?
Do you see an hourglass, the time ticking away? No. I was very specific about my deal. I didn't include a time frame for
And
a
besides,
reason.
going to the Deadland Bogs takes us out of here, which is basically taking us to the Spring Court, because Spring Court is out of here.
Yeah, don't you have to walk through the Deadland Bogs to get there anyways?
No, that's why we're meeting up with Vanda to take the shadow trails. The shadow trails transport us through that, essentially bypassing the bog to end us up into the
Yeah,
spring
but
court.
he wants to do it tonight, which is inefficient. I feel like if we just go to the bog right now, then
I'm
we can
gonna
probably make our way
squat
there
down
and
in
back
front of
before Vander
Frogman.
even knows we're gone.
And I'm gonna grab his face. Frogman,
Yeah.
I need you to get it together. Okay? I need you to look at me. Pay attention. We're not going to the bogs. Someday. Someday we'll take you to the bogs. I promise. But right now, we have to go with Vander.
Why do you want to go to the bogs anyway?
We have to do
Contingencies.
something else first, okay?
Define contingencies.
Bogs later.
A backup plan.
Vander, Lord, Princess now.
I know
Can you
the
hasten
technical
Vander, then?
definition of a backup plan. I am a professor!
Hasten how?
I don't know. It just seems like this is time sensitive, and I don't think we need to go to the party.
What party?
You're turning down a Fae party?
A farty? Yeah.
When he puts it that way, it doesn't sound that great.
But Frogman,
All I've been told is don't lose your edge around Faye, and don't accept anything that seems free. All I ever want to do at a party is take the edge off and get as much free shit as possible.
Okay, that is...
Sounds like a party.
That is in general Feyland space, but here in a, as much as it can be, controlled environment amongst peers, amongst friends, amongst people that I know, this is a time, it is a time of revelry and rejoicement. It is, I mean, can shady deals happen? Yes, absolutely, but that's not the point of it.
I got the quad goblet back.
God damn it!
Wait,
I'll
no,
make
no,
you
no, please. My legs are so hard.
Hey,
Wait.
Can you just specifically teleport an item?
Are you guys just wanting to leave now?
Kinda.
No, just tell Vander.
Unless
He's
you
the only one who
disagree.
needs to take you guys there.
Guys, unless you disagree, I think it might be better if we leave, come back, and then party.
I mean, as far as Heather's concerned, the sooner the better, right?
look, Frogman, yes, but let's just take a moment. The professor's only been home for 2 days.
Not even. Oh, who am I?
Hey, Ian.
I-
my name's Ian.
I just got out of jail an hour ago. I think we should take tonight, at least until whatever time Vander said midnight. Think let's just take a moment before we run headlong into whatever non-planned plan that we have.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
We can try that thing I was thinking of.
yeah, so maybe you and the professor go and party, and then
Wait,
Kyle's
wait.
and I'll...
It was already hard enough when Renguin split up from us inadvertently. I don't want us to purposely
Well,
split
technically,
apart.
we have to go to the party as well, Mr. Nan.
What is this?
Hell yeah, party.
I don't know exactly.
We're best friends.
Going back. Contingency, backup plan for the Deadland Bog. What is that?
If I don't happen to follow through with my deal, I need a way out of it.
And you're going to...
Oh, God, I wish Nesta was here.
You are going to
Sour the mood.
willingly go against an archfey.
Why not?
Kylus, know you have power. I know you have strength. And I know you have dealt with a lot in the elemental planes. But that is not just something that you just, I'm just going to do this and then ignore it.
Isn't that what? Not getting out of the deal, but you kind of plan to do something like that with the Winter Queen.
I take it back. He's the perfect one. Yes. To run. Yes. I'm going outside.
Oh, he told you.
Well,
I'm just going to walk outside. Get
Going
some air.
well.
what do you want from the Deadland Bog?
Well, a name?
A name?
Roll a history check. With advantage, you're from here.
Don't do anything important. I just walked out as usual.
Classic. Let's do all the important things.
She's on brand.
32.
32.
Feels.
You have heard stories of the truth to the Feylands being found somewhere in the Deadland Bogs. That an item had been lost out there, particularly because of the type of secrets it held, including true names. This decision was made by all four of the matriarchal rulers. Every single court agreed to put this item in the Deadland Box.
They took it in their dictatorial grasp and put it out in the...
They just had to throw it out there.
What a crappy title for an episode.
Wait, so... No. Okay.
Oh, it's getting more on the table, isn't it? Come on, Phil.
I mean, we gotta do something tonight.
It is a last resort plan, but going in and getting the true name of the Winter Queen?
Yep, that's the one.
Why would you get your name the Autumn Queen?
Blackmail to give him a deal.
What is wrong with you? Why would you do that when we could just solve the problem in the first place?
Because I created
You
another
could just
problem.
end the source right there.
Okay, well, see? There we go.
So to the Deadland Box?
I still don't want to do that.
Well, let's try option A, which is get the Lord and Princess and everything be hunky-dory.
I just want to do something.
Let's at least do that, and then maybe, if things don't get fixed, at least we will have some leverage or something to heighten our situation of potentially, maybe, but hopefully not. I cannot stress this enough. Going to the Deadland Box.
Does a 1 in 4 chance sound any better?
Wait, no, Vander said he could do these.
Oh, never mind. Yeah, we're going to find
Ian said that Vander could take us now.
I am going to go to this party so that way I can enjoy myself.
Sometimes I feel I drive you to drink.
Yes. Yes, you do. Yes, you have.
Have fun, Uncle, if you need a wingman.
That was a one time. One time.
Oh, yeah.
Successful one time.
I
We're 1 for 1.
hate it when you're right.
As we move from this scene, is there anything else you guys are wanting to do, or can we hop to the party?
Party!
I'm ready to hop.
Party time! All right.
We're looking
let
for
me
Vander.
find- Yeah, absolutely.
Just start a bar fight.
Oh my god, I'm about ready.
As evening begins to approach in the Autumn Court, lively music begins to strike up. Crowds begin to murmur and bustle within the area. For those of you who are looking, Vander is very easy to find. Very clearly the largest man in the crowd. You would find him off kind of enjoying the music. He has a massive pitcher, probably drinking straight from the craft.
Straight from the barrel.
Yeah.
Under the giant.
Just sprawled out, drinking, enjoying the music.
How big is he in this party form?
in this party form. He's sitting at 8 feet.
You said he was like 12 feet tall or something?
He's sitting at 8 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's standing at probably 12.
I'll just send him a quick message. Hey, it's Frogny and Dirtfist. Figure everyone fucking knows my name by now anyways, so...
You watch him kind of grab the air and you feel like something catch your throat and it starts to pull you physically towards him.
Don't mean you any harm.
As you pop out of the crowd and he kind of yanks one more and catches you.
Kill the gods.
And then sets you down.
I just wanted to know who was speaking into my mind.
Yeah, no, you betcha.
He kind of leans forward, the wood of the chair creaking underneath him.
So the professor told me that my name's kind of okay to use around here because you guys are friends. And anyways, he's already said my name like a trillion times.
No, I'm not the only one.
You're all pretty guilty.
But I just wanted to say that it sounds like you have been a friend of the people I love, and you seem like a big guy that probably can't take the edge off very easy. So in gratitude, I just want to say, your drinks are on me tonight.
My drinks are always free.
Even more so now.
I'll cover that for
What's
you,
your
Drew.
charisma?
+1.
It's endearing.
Well, I appreciate the offer, but it is clearly not necessary.
I just think it'd be funny to try to get you drunk.
You see his lips curl ever so slightly at the thought.
I haven't been drunk in ages.
Let me introduce you better to my dark and windy friend.
Dark and stormy.
You just kind of slide into the scene.
Shadow and darkness.
Air and darkness.
Yeah.
You like hoverboard in on a cloud.
Yeah. It's like the Twilight Walk.
You've got a comb.
Yeah.
Hey, do you have any of that really old stuff?
I do. To grab a bottle before we left, just for the occasion tonight, just in case.
I mean, I don't know if you're saving it for anything else, but this dude seems as in need of anyone I've ever met.
You'll have your brain feeling light as air.
He puts out 2 fingers for the very tiny bottle.
What is it?
I just give him something. It's only half a bottle, but that's wine of the Starry Void.
Wait, that's an actual magic item, right?
Yeah.
Wait, also, I mean, I don't know if we're planning on doing anything in the next hour or so. Do you want to hex his constitution just to help a brother out?
Help a brother out.
It has been a while since I've tried this. Thank you.
How's the future?
Random.
Plenty of possibilities.
Always.
Lots of things on the table. Just out of curiosity, have you ever been to the Spring Court?
I've traveled in my youth, yes.
Anything?
Once I struck up my deal with Heather, I have remained here, a watchful guardian over my forest.
And the Autumn Court is quite beautiful. I imagine all of them are. Is there a particular place in the Spring Court that stands out to your mind?
The Myriad Glade.
It's a lovely name. Can you describe it?
Bladed pools of reflective surfaces.
Do you have illusion magic? Could you conjure it for us?
I'm sure he could just put the thought in our minds.
Sure, I'll give you the means of teleporting. But know that there are many problems with teleportation in this place.
Like?
Like it not going according to plan, even if you know where you're going. The shadow trails aren't as fast as teleportation, but they're faster than walking. And if you know where you're going, they're safer too. And at the same time being incredibly dangerous.
Lovely.
You can handle yourself.
Plenty of options.
We just won't traverse too far north to the winter. No further than the Deadland Bogs.
The Deadland Bogs.
And you'd pass right through them. You wouldn't actually be in it.
That's fair.
So these shadow trails, though, when we're in them, can we see what's beyond the shadow trail? Could we see the Deadland Bogs?
It's difficult, and you can't see very far, unless you're like myself, gifted with some true sight.
I mean, I could give it to myself.
Then you could see relatively far, but overall, a dark haze obscures most of the space outside of the trail, and everything becomes gray and black and white.
But let's say a friend of ours was upset that she couldn't have a last conversation with Mavi Dorn, for example. If
You feel the ground
My God.
grip with tension.
if we traveled along there, could we at least see what she's up to?
The Deadland Bogs are huge. I doubt it. Unless by some miracle of luck, she was dropped off on one of the paths that we would go through. You would go through. I will not be accompanying you.
You seem tense.
You did just bring up the person we just banished, so...
Yeah.
Banishing is kind of an eternal thing.
Yeah. And no one's ever come back?
No.
Who made the Deadland Bogs? Is this something that the sisters created together?
No. The Deadland Bogs have been around far before the creation of any life within the Feylands.
Why does it exist outside of a season?
That is a wonderful question for very ancient entities. Far more ancient than myself, or the queens and sisters. Those type of entities are probably in the bogs.
Another question. If you were to leave something there, surely you'd have to come back after leaving it there.
You're speaking of the cauldron.
Yes.
It was sent away via magic. No one went into the space. An agreement amongst the 4 ruling courts. There's some powerful magic in that type of agreement. They can do a lot on their own, but together, they could probably conquer the material plane.
Now, those crows that helped her travel there, surely those weren't mundane crows. Are they agents of
Sentient beasts and creatures, yes.
agents of a court specifically? Or is there some kind of contract that binds even the Deadland Bogs to a different agreement?
While there are laws within this place, this is a realm of chaos. Things fluctuating, twisting as need be. While we can make agreements, they can also be superseded by others. Some of the crows fall under that. The lord in particular that you are going to find supersedes our allegiance with the crows. Adrix could be a powerful ally if he wants to do anything other than fuck his harlot.
So, if he, let's say, didn't exactly want to banish Moby Dorn into the Deadland Bogs, because she's a member of his mother's court, he theoretically would have the power to have not sent her there.
Theoretically, yes. Though he wasn't present, how he would know of the said banishment would be beyond me. He's a powerful lord, don't get me wrong. But he's no archfey.
Fair enough. Just throwing out theories. You seem rather nervous about it.
I'm nervous about you, finding someone we've banished.
I'm just trying to look out for those I love.
Sure. And one of those that you love was supposed to be on trial today, and she isn't now. I don't like the idea of her going to see her adopted sister.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not that I'm going to stop you.
No one's ever made it out, so nothing to worry about, right?
Forever's a long time, and most things that go in there sit for a long time.
Have you always been an archfey?
My memory is... It is difficult to think back that far. You lose a lot with time.
In a more general sense, I suppose. If, comparatively on the material plane, as a gnome, I'm gonna live a long time, but nowhere near the extent of yours.
Unless you stayed here.
If I wish to keep growing and living a life of longevity like you've enjoyed here, but on the material plane, is there fey magic that could make that happen?
It is possible. We'd have to alter the very nature of your being. You would not be a gnome, as you say.
But how'd my neck look?
Fine.
Okay, I could still be like kind of cute and like roguish.
Sure.
Okay. Anyways, continue.
That's a request you'll have to put out to whoever you can find who can do that magic.
No, you're good. That was just, sorry, a bad experience I had in the past.
Okay. I apologize for your neck, whatever you went through.
Yeah, I didn't have a complex about it before, but...
Right.
Well, when these four sisters get together and conjure some magic, surely they could do something like that.
Change you.
Or anyone, I suppose. I mean,
Sure.
I'm not asking to become a god, but...
I don't even think they could do something like that. Becoming a god. A bold move.
But have some kind of power over mortality.
If you wish to become a being of death or life, it's a bold request. Not something that could easily be achieved, though those secrets of magic are lost to me.
But with the right pact, anything's possible, right?
I guess. I'm not in the habit of making a lot of pacts. I've made one so far.
Me too. Well, technically two. Yeah, two.
Anyways, I'd like to check out those shadow trails ASAP, but
Whenever you're ready, gather your group and I will take you there.
I have a feeling that they were kind of itching for a party since they haven't been home for a long time.
By all means, enjoy yourself. I know I will be.
Yeah, but what should I do in the meantime? What's their fun to do?
There's nymphs nearby. They're fun to do.
Where?
Oh, okay. I don't
Kind
know.
of like
if
growls and chuckles under his breath.
Yeah, but if you look, I just.
Did you stick your pants on?
You had a complex about your neck.
Never mind.
You're missing
Alright,
all your bits.
Oh, I just. What do you say?
If anything, you should probably talk about getting magic to fix that.
I didn't think there was anything wrong.
He's a grower, not a shower.
Oh my god.
Just kind of chubby.
I think you need something in order to grow.
Is this
Maturing.
canon now?
I think it's canon.
Not up to Zach.
What,
I've
did he
never
smooth like a Ken doll?
been more serious in my life.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
Enjoy your evening drink, dance. The music's good.
Okay.
And the women are great too, or men. It's
You'll
up to
find-
you, or those who don't identify. Everyone's down for a good fuck.
Not what I meant. Oh, okay.
You're really not built for this place. young
I
one.
guess not. Kylus, I'm just gonna defer to you, buddy.
I'm actually gonna go find some of those nymphs.
Okay, I'll just watch, I guess.
Never mind, you are for this place.
This is giving.
Dude, the fair freaky.
No, I'll let him awkwardly go and straddling things, and I'm gonna
Okay.
look for Ranguin.
Alright.
Frogman, Cuckfist.
I would say that
the cup
Renwin would have taken some convincing to show up to this particular soiree, and I
If
would
you're not
only
here, I'd look for you outside the party.
I would only have come
Happy
if
to leave.
Nalana came with me.
Okay.
So we don't have to roleplay that whole conversation, but if Nalana wanted to go, then I would go with her, but I would go very incognito.
She doesn't necessarily have a desire to go, but she actually wants to head to the edge of town.
Then I would probably go with her to whatever. Where
Professor, what are you up to?
I would have pestered Rangwin to go, but understand if she doesn't want to go. Once I get to the party, I'm getting fucking hammered.
Let's go. All right. Drinking away. You're finding Ranguin. Yeah, you would meet Ranguin and Nalana probably on their way out of town. They're
Fey
heading,
parties
they're
are
heading
weirder.
towards that edge of that field of wheat that heads towards the Vanderwood.
Where Blaze got lost?
Blade.
Yep.
Blade.
That's what he said.
Where 420 Blaze it got lost?
Yes.
Okay. Fey parties are even weirder than material plane parties. I just want to tag along with you.
Okay. Sure.
We're just getting Blade. Blade.
Just get
To
blade.
Blaze.
To blade or not to blade.
Is Kylus having a nice time? The party was.
Yep.
Cut to you.
I'm not actually looking for the nymphs.
Oh, never mind. Cutting back.
I'm looking for
Whoa,
Grandpappy.
Too soon. Too soon.
Yeah. Nymphs.
Are we? Is all that's happening is we're getting Blade?
That seems what Nalana's
That's
focused
she
on
just
doing.
came to gather him.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure they safely rejoin each other, and then I may venture back to the party.
Blade has curled up on the top of a large scarecrow and is sitting on the top of his head, nestled into a hat. And the scarecrow is like trying to keep its balance to make sure he doesn't fall.
Is it a sentient scarecrow?
Yes.
I'll cast Gust.
Roll a strength check using your intelligence modifier.
According to Howl's Moving Castle, that's Prince.
True. Kiss him.
Kiss him.
Kiss him.
Kiss him.
14.
14. Not enough, unfortunately. Scarecrows in the autumn plane, or the autumn court, they deal with wind.
Wait.
Oh my god.
No, I'd have to burn some charges for that. Never mind. Like, I do have Gust of Wind.
It's like.
Alright.
Nalana kind of. Blade
Spark up a flame.
jumps off, runs over and jumps into her arms, and she kind of starts doing scritches underneath his frills.
You should really put a bib on him for the amount you kind of just like...
I like it when he does it. I think it's cute.
Right, well, let's
I've
get out
never
of
met
here.
another dragon who does that.
Yeah, Frogman, why don't you go on ahead, scope out the, I don't know, the best place to get a drink, and I just need a moment.
Okay. I'll go look for the professor.
You're kicking rocks under the rocks go
Hey, watch it.
and start rolling away.
So are you just, now that are you going to the thing?
Do you want me to? Oh, you mean the party?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant the Shadow Trails.
Oh, are you coming with us to the, I assume.
Again, if you want me to.
I mean,
I'll help as often as I can. As much as I can.
great. That sounds great. Yeah.
I know you got a lot going on, but like you're safe for now.
Oh, I know. That's not what I'm... Should we go get a drink?
Sure.
Great.
I could use one.
Great. Is he coming?
Yeah.
Great. Great. Does he drink?
What's going on?
What?
Everything's great with you right now. But it's all air quotes.
No, I just... Still a little stressed. Yeah.
Okay.
Still a little...
I think that's fair.
Just maybe need to unwind a little wound up.
Okay.
High strung.
Let's get you a drink then.
Great.
I'm really hating that word suddenly.
Which one? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Splendid.
Oh.
Stupendous.
Splendiferous.
Exuberant. No, that's not the same.
You guys all congregate to the party. We'll cut to Kylos real quick as you're looking for Granddad. Irvis is spending time with his family at the moment. He's there with Lewis, Bracane. The professor is...
I'm challenging my sister to a drinking contest.
The
I'm
professor
already
is there
pretty
as well. And actually, Frognet would show up around that time too.
Okay. I just...
Good, Frognet, you're here.
Uh-huh.
You can take the third seat.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
See, I told you, he is down for anything, Bracania.
He does seem to not have much of a spine at the moment.
How drunk are you?
Damn.
I'll 2 drinks in.
Great.
I feel fine.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, don't worry, Froggy. We'll fix that. After
Zero
all,
drinks after the night.
you're a frog man, aren't you?
Yeah. Gotta grow hair on those balls.
What balls?
As you guys start to enter your drinking contest.
I'm prestidigitating every drink away.
Sure. Irvis stands up and walks to you.
It's just a line of
He's
5
like, he
shots.
was probably like watching from a distance, but not getting like too close. Just
Yeah.
like probably dancing with a nymph, and then he just like spins her away as he's coming up.
You've got something to talk about, lad. Let's walk.
Fair enough. Apparently I'm easy to read.
He starts walking through the crowd, moving towards the outskirts of the party. He kind of sits down on a stump, pulls out a piece of wood and a knife, and starts whittling away at something. Go ahead. Ask any question you're wondering about.
Your daughter, my mother, seems to have passed on some hereditary anomalies.
You're talking about the sovereignty.
Yes.
I don't see it on you.
I only had a portion of it for a few days when it awoke. And then it was taken from me. And then I killed the person that took it and ate them.
I forgot all about that.
Casually.
Not the weirdest thing I've ever heard. But all right.
I was a dragon at the time. Well, fear stalker, a bit different.
You could turn into a fear stalker.
Not in the moment. Focus my power elsewhere.
Fair enough.
Is sovereignty something you can take back?
It is a power that can be passed around, yes.
Neri said part of it stays with you always.
It's the marks that are left over on you. He kind of lifts up his shirt ever so slightly and turns around, and you can see those lightning marks traveling up the lower section of his back, going up towards his shoulders. He kind of puts it back down, tucks in his shirt. It's not as powerful as it used to be. In fact, I haven't flexed that muscle in ages. I don't use much of it. It's a darkness. It's a dark power.
What do you mean when you say dark power?
The control of shadows and the dead.
could be used for good, sure. But it could corrupt your mind, twist you into something you're not, or that you don't want to be, but maybe you do want to be.
That were the beginnings of corruption. What would that look like?
Madness. Though it would seem like perfectly rational reason for you. The problem is everyone else around you sees it. You don't. They just become your enemies.
Huh. Do you know a place in the Shadowfell where it originates?
No. The sovereignty is ancient. Maybe about as ancient as the Deadland Box. If we're trying to draw comparisons or equivalents. Something that's been a part of that realm for, well, ever since its inception. The creation of the exterior planes. I don't know where it comes from, except that it was handed down to me from my father.
I suppose it's not something I have to worry about, since it's gone.
You should be fine. I haven't dealt with it in ages. Never felt the madness myself. Granted, I never had the full portion.
Neither did I think.
Well, if someone took your half, and you killed him,
And ate him.
and ate him. Thanks, conscience. I don't know where it could have gone. Maybe it's still inside of you. Internalized, rumbling, waiting for its moment. Maybe when something that powerful disappears, it goes back to where it came from. I honestly couldn't tell you.
I was kind of hoping you could, but
Sorry, lad.
here's to wishing, right?
There's a place you could go. It's out in the Shadowfells. A library. A large one. With a librarian, a single one, who can give you answers to the mysteries of the universe. For a cost, of course. All things do.
As they should.
I could tell you where. I've been myself. Though I thought better of it and turned back around.
Did you hear what the cost was going to be?
It's your life. Or at least a bit of it. To shorten that tether that takes you to death. Hastens you, pushes you forward a little faster.
Got a pretty long tether.
It's proportional.
Yeah.
The cost on a human would be roughly the same as the cost on a Shatterkai or an elf. A human losing 40 years, the same type of bargain, would be like an elf losing 700. The entity there is not foolish enough to make the weights equal amongst races.
Fair enough. You just have to master death before you get there.
It's a fair point. Immortal entities. I don't know why they haven't gone to the library yet. Or maybe they have, and I just don't know. It's all possible.
But thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. I'm not really good at this whole family thing, so
Neither was I.
fair enough. I don't think Neri is either.
Runs in the family on some sides. Maybe it's a Shadowkai thing.
Aren't we lucky?
Sure.
You seem to have gotten a cozy life for yourself here, despite the sovereignty and Shatterkai curses.
It's amazing what love will do to you.
Well, enough about that. Have
Let's
a
have a
good night.
drink.
Sure.
Just one. Come on. Starts walking you back to the party. And I think that is where we are going to call tonight's episode. We're still in the throes of the party. And we will see where that takes us. Probably to the Shadow Trails. Maybe we'll be teleporting. Who knows?
Let's teleport.
Let's
1 in 4.
1 in 4. 1 in 4. There's always a chance to run that some other time in a different place.
1 in 4.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys here same time, same place. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, next week.
Next week we will actually be. We might be dark. We might be doing a one shot.
We're running a one shot.
We're probably running a one shot.
When in doubt, I'm running a one shot.
I won't be present that week, so I will not be here to DM.
Fuck, I'm running a one shot.
I have a work thing I have to go to.
All right, I'll
made
run a
promises,
one.
and I didn't realize. Well, because I think when I agreed to it, we hadn't settled on Fridays.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. Yeah, but we'll probably be doing something.
Who knows what it'll be?
Yeah, we'll announce it.
But it'll
we'll
be
see
crazy.
You guys here, same time, same place. Thank you all so very much.
And is it Thursday?
Good night. What?
We're trying to get away from Critical Role. We talked about it.
Company meetings.